Hey everyone, it's Chris from Marketing During Tough Times and Chris Wilson Coaching. Thanks for stopping by. It's Monday, and Monday is always Motivation Day. And I'm going to open today's show with a question, and that is, do you find yourself doing something just to say you're doing it? So you want to be perceived a certain way, or you want people to think of you a certain way, and so you're doing certain activities. So, and I'll tell you the backstory. I was with a group of Facebook group people the other day. We all have our own Facebook groups, and we were talking about our goals for 2022. And one of the people had a list of like, I'm gonna get up at 5 a.m., I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna read 2 books a month, all this stuff. And they were all good goals. There's nothing wrong with what they were saying. But I was thinking a couple years ago, I had a similar goal of reading 2 books a month. And at the end of the year, I had my list of 24 books I read. And I looked at the books I read in May, and I had no recollection of reading them. I looked at the books in June, and I sort of vaguely remembered one of them. And I was reading these books and just burning through them just to say I was reading them. So I was doing them just to say I read a book. I wasn't learning anything. And so my approach has actually changed. I am still an avid reader. Now I look to read just one sentence or a paragraph every day, but really get something out of it. Did what I read make me think? Did it give me a different point of view? Did I learn something? So that's what I'm looking for. So I'm not looking to say I read 24 books. I could say I read 24 sentences. They had an impact, and here's what it meant to me. It got me thinking about something that a friend of mine told me years ago. He worked at a bank, and he said they had a concept there was called Facetime. I'm not talking about the app where you video chat. This is a 80s, 90s term of FaceTime. And that was where you showed up at your job, so you showed your face, and you actually didn't do anything productive. You were just sort of there, so you would be seen. And at this particular bank, it was a foreign bank, you couldn't leave till the boss left. So if the boss wanted to work late because they had a conference call somewhere and he had to be there till 9 o'clock at night, the whole office stayed till 9 o'clock at night. Boss leaves at 9 o'clock at night. At 9:30, the vice presidents leave. And at 10 o'clock, the next level leaves. And so people are staying in the office till 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night, not because they're being productive, not because there's a lot of work to do, just because they need to be seen at their desk by their boss who happens to be working late. And he said it was a dumb concept, and it was the idea of FaceTime. You have to be seen at your job doing something, even if you're doing nothing. So when you're setting your goals or any activity you're doing within your business, try to avoid the idea of FaceTime. Doing something because you think you want to be seen or perceived a certain way for doing it, and instead focus on things that are actually productive, that are actually going to move you further along in whatever it is you're trying to do. All right, that's all for today. I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.